Presented 50 new 44-seater Marco Polo coaches to the State Transport Corporation.
He challenged management of the corporation to maximize profit to sustain the company.
The coaches come with inbuilt toilet facilities, a mini refrigerator, coffee mixer, television sets, and 6 security cameras. Other luxurious benefits include free Wi-Fi, electronic ticketing, online booking, among others. The new coaches will complement the already existing 20 smaller ones to boost inter- and intra-city services, while some will also be dedicated to render cross-country services. President Mahama tasked management of STC to focus on maximizing profit to keep the company in business.
This is a new lifeline for state transport. I have the belief and faith that this company will survive. And as long as I remain president, I'll make sure that this company survives.
Chief Executive Officer of STC, Samuel Nyamadonko, affirmed additional tailored services to beat competitors in the sector will be their primary goal.
We are going to make modest profit, and we can assure you STC will not go back to the old ways because we have learned our lessons. Our passengers will feel as queens and kings when they drive with us.
And President Mahama has presented 50 new 44-seater Marco Polo coaches to the State Transport Corporation.
He challenged management of the corporation to maximize profit to sustain the company.
The coaches come with inbuilt toilet facilities, a mini refrigerator, coffee mixer, television sets, and 6 security cameras. Other luxurious benefits include free Wi-Fi, electronic ticketing, online booking, among others. The new coaches will complement the already existing 20 smaller ones to boost inter- and intra-city services, while some will also be dedicated to render cross-country services. President Mahama tasked management of STC to focus on maximizing profit to keep the company in business.
This is a new lifeline for state transport. I have the belief and faith that this company will survive. And as long as I remain president, I'll make sure that this company survives.
Chief Executive Officer of STC, Samuel Nyamadonko, affirmed additional tailored services to beat competitors in the sector will be their primary goal.
Dewayo trinweri unya buafu ana unyo biobe enreya na namei sakura adan tun ujina okura hu ani mo buafu ama ye gangster sem kakre bia mu huna e waza owewa za munyai ade ya bremo buafu ni nyame na telegram na na bomelenk na so brani ndi agro ni empeska omumwa omunyai ya bremo ade bibini. Dewayo trinweri unya buafu ana unyo biobe enreya na namei sakura adan tun ujina okura hu ani mo buafu ama ye gangster sem kakre bia mu huna e waza owewa za munyai ade ya bremo buafu ni nyame na telegram na na bomelenk na so brani ndi agro ni empeska omumwa omunyai ya bremo ade bibini.
To be very clear, Ekufuado and Baumia have performed poorly. I have no doubt whatsoever that we are going to vote against the MPP resoundingly. I have no doubt whatsoever. I supported Ekufuado. I've never voted for JM. But right now, today, I can't play ostrich. And this is the biggest opposition. They usually have at least about 45%. So they need just about 5% to cross. So people like us, the floating voters, who usually change, Yes, we will go in that direction. We can't hide it because with the way Akufo-Addo and Bawumia have looted this country, I cannot vote for Bawumia. Bawumia, listen, his in-law, Ramadan, Samira's brother, took a scholarship, about £18,000. He didn't attend the school. He couldn't even arrange to defer the the admission. So the money just went into a drain, about £18,000. You know how many students I could have catered for here? Baumia's brothers are taking sole sourcing contracts for road construction, etc. The cocoa board roads, right? Other things, PDS, Baumia was involved in. So many things. I voted for them in 2016. I cannot vote for the same Baumia. No, I'll be rewarding corruption. So he has to go. Let somebody else come. At least the solace is that JM, when it comes to the records, his fight, his record on corruption is better than Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. JM's lowest mark on the fight against corruption was 43. Akufo-Addo, since he came, he and Bawumia, for the 7 years, their best mark is 43. So JM's lowest is Akufo-Addo's best. I mean, so, and of course, not just Akufo-Addo. If you read Article 76, etc., Bawumia helps the president. Yes, he's vice president. He can't run away from that record. So, based on the record, look, corruption, press freedom, democracy index, and the economy, JM has it. I mean, let's be very factual. Not because he's an angel, but relatively. You see, we are comparing relatively. It's not like we have Angel Gabriel in the mix and we are refusing to vote. Angel Gabriel is not part of this election. We are comparing Bawumia and John Mahama. And it's clear that John Mahama is a better candidate, so he will win. That one, I have no doubt.
Lawyer, thank you very much. This is lawyer Martin Pebu, and we just dragged him.
Inti lawyer assembly we na lawyer dia beto ho no. Inti menua waba so a yama wakwaba so waba so ye chia obibia wo hwe me Live Silence TV, wo hwe mo Facebook, wo hwe mo YouTube, oba aye no ompese obese ompese obelake opese ebe powacho me say ebre bi ba na sabre no edru ho na nche bia afi no yen kancho se yen kancho se like obeye dey obeye because eno na mo bepe ye nim dia mo pe o mo dia mo ya na me si ye nim dia mo pe no babs ye nim dia mo pe intino Andrew Blamo eni obi bia wabaso bia mechia okoso ane like koso ane say yes oba na se wo say ye catch wa ya tie be catch because bibi ni dia sa nyi na yesuba ntie onim ne ye wonye bad no chire ndia no hia moa ye do bibi ase so tie o sa kwan ni so na ene no me si adwuma ne ye ni nyina asi ndie ye mfa bibi fufuru bia metu mu a obi ani ho ya hyeda ne yama system ni mu aye din ya hyeda wo yama system ni mu atedin na enche bia no ye besa ahenyan mu wote ase enche kra enche eno obi bo no nyum ye ya ye dinyame di no yakwa akọbọ mpa ya aba yenim se mama ye mre kakra na ebe hu nie onyame tumi ye wote azie inti wo de mama ye mre kakra bi se ne America for to maba no omo conclude ne yes omo conclude wi ha na it is a 32 days free to 32 days na yeso ye kwa akoto ye de na ha no ye mepe obi a cho manya ka cho o ye NDC ni na osi anasa wonye ndisini but o feel se Mahama ba power mempa wo maame achew empa wo nua bi achew edane duro na oso nkoto aba na agyae no edane duro ho na osi wo nkoto aba na mesi gyae no we ya asem we enya asem bia o edane duro ho osi onkoto aba no mesi no ayedey we jai no we afi na be pe obi acho hwe eno ni say ya tena ho I wish that be set it up and alas na Kevin catch them no eye mo adwen say obi awia sika nti wa yare nti no hopes na do ye edi tu no ho say ni kuro mu e na anwonafo tumi wono mu a bedi etu te America or slow trip say kwasia for me ye free mu ushia mi a ye free mu ai ushia mi a ye free mu wa ye free mu otilon okọ mo de ntapo na bekwa kwa hwe no o de amunim boni ankofo adi mu me say enu 7 no omo ma di boni no mo nyina dwane o de wa ha o ti o se bedi etu yare o yare o yo yate na o yare a Ghana ho na manfo bebre enyare stroke ni bi omo nti ho Ghana ho amanfo ejare stroke o manya o mayare sa o Ghana ho no a adna bedi etu de ontimi nya na yare sa wakoka America sa America de kenofori atako okoye na koma ne na hrawa ho adwuma so wie no bai adna omo da so omo ye nkofo ho munni mo omo ntia munni mo omo ntia yeah munni mo omo senka munni mo omo a ankanya dia moti ho a mo ye ni ye de ye ka no krasem na akire mu aye ba mo pese ye bepa mo a mesi obi mpo bi ate wo se me bepa wa che se nkoto me pa che mi nka ncho se me pa che page no oba me ka che se share on share that's your own prerogative what you say because adwuma ye epa obi a che se on share no adwuma emfa nation building ho nation building ye nyina na yesum na building o man na ye pese ye building no enyem na wo se me bepa wa che hwe na o man ye na wo de onioma ba kronim na se taxes ko for a o de betia free no de be bremi ana on fa mremi o ti ase on fa mremi tineme ka achonte ye o se on se he ise wo hwehwe kwasia mo akwata a wu no on so wu no we din kwasase no Ministry of friends roads honum no we din kwasase no nyina wi we dame kenofri ato on za mo hwehwe na mu no we din kwasase mo Ministry of Finance honum no we dame to omo ayedi o ma di boni nyina no won se e car late hour na no ekufado yi wo mu nyina fi ho enti Ministry of Finance hwan e de 10 year boa bi na akwhye ho yes some de mo agimi enti mo position na mo pe na mo di be ko Ghana records mo say one time now your finance minister no eno ya wo desin problems no a any answers a oba be render to Ghana for no eno de wo nwe ho I am munim de no me da ho a you see ya ma say NDC ba power ni abeka chom say de o ma ba power nti ye koda wo ye de o mo ba power so o mo be chi akronfo ti kronfo no wo chi kronfo ni wi ni de court na court ka say kronfo no anase nipa no onye kronfo a eno no mahama wo nye judge ana wo nye lawyer ana wo nye Supreme Court a friend say Chief Justice wo de ye siti kronfo no anase chinipa na yesusu se wawi ade no wonya chi ni wi a de de beye ne de wo mahama onsanim mo NDC for mo nsani because NDC ko no enye Ghana Bar Association kwaya di nkofo be fa so Ghana ho no me se Akufo-Addo na nkasem no na ikrobi anka ba na anka wa yehye wo no adaka mu Akufo-Addo na yete ho mo sori a mo se mo ye mo ho esikafo a muntumi nkasa wo man ni mu na ya ye debt one exchange na also ye kama na sika na system na fa o sika na wote wo sema ye din ubetimi asori say we exchequer we chancellor baby we finance minister bi all the advanced countries need to say what taking kwasya decision ama Samsung sika ase what taking decision ama Dewu sika ase what taking decision ama Walmart sika ase na Walmart na era ni America no Microsoft na era ni America no na wo kwase bia wo mo brother wo nana bia me bie company da no wo bae se wa be minister wa American ti no wa gugu nneoma na America for what wo no omo hwew Ewurade Akufo-Addo on wanyam kwasiafo no di wo mo so Akufo-Addo me sisenka onya yesu bia be se 10% ene wo kuro ni mu a ko beti anase ye ne yenye se sikafo ni bia yenye se sikafo ni bintia ke Akufo-Addo na no ko be kire bra ne ma me ne papa be bo Ghana asase ne so ofori panyinfo no ye be kire wo mo amoma kire mu se ebra be na omo no be bo no Ghana omo timi di omo pe na amoakwata aye nanim ti se chopping board se nanim be manim aye se chopping board na osore one day statutory funds are echo aban futu mu no or sorry one day na kwasi akasa metu ay to boots no mabubu ni nyina na me dwen ho se ye de beye washroom kwasi guy kwasi lie say mo sorry am se ye mu mpanyin na panyin a wagimi say wo say ana mahama amokasa ema no na mu di mpanyin na panyin wagimi say yanka de ba sem unit no umenya Kennedy Japan na no abu agum no abetena ho and to boot no kra every year bia no and sheda magana sika bia na omo gigi sika no kra no omo ya akromfo na omo wie sika no inti de beba aban no conference no a year no ya tete ya 72 million Ghana cedis wo Kennedy Japan was 72 million Ghana cedis ni bidio anka unya politics ngo tena fie akromfo wo sika wo pede wo parliament wo pede wo uwo sika osu yesikani majority of nkonform ko politics no enye so omo beboa yo it is because omo hu say the easiest avenue for you to amass wealth baby a who fo so betimi afa so de enye sika enu ntu no omo koho timi atena krom na kwasi amo akwata asori one day say metu to boots nagu na kwasi awe na mkro ni mu na tebi hene te ho na okika nkasasem say wa wo kache Ghana fo amo mate ase say de ne wo fase ni nana ne dehye ne ye ne nkwasi ase no na obeka cho say ai mo ma amenem ya banfo ti na moti internet nso wa ye ne tie ya say ne ntwia ye de ne tie abodua kwasiasem kika ukotna America ko twi u taxi no se sana ma America fo mpanyimfo na omochichiri kuro na nka kwasia mpanyin nka unya ho ko school anasa unya ho ko ye adwuma enya ho ma wo fa wu ma abedi ade na sasa kuro no sa bran no mo a anka obi ani abre wa Africa pese oko UK oko US oko Germany oko Canada se sana ye din kwasia ye di omusika bon kwasia bra listen sometimes utimi trase na wo hwe nneoma akoso Akufo-Addo amemu we mu na nipa dasani asori pa se wo si oye deya onye tintine kan okoto abama baumia me hwe si saa na mse wo wagimi saa mahama na ye ka no wasem no de odi musika no eye ne binie mahama no awoye no
And President Mahama has presented 50 new 44-seater Marco Polo coaches to the State Transport Corporation.
He challenged management of the corporation to maximize profit to sustain the company.
The coaches come with inbuilt toilet facilities, a mini refrigerator, coffee mixer, television sets, and 6 security cameras. Other luxurious benefits include free Wi-Fi, electronic ticketing, online booking, among others. The new coaches will complement the already existing 20 smaller ones to boost inter- and intra-city services, while some will also be dedicated to render cross-country services. President Mahama tasked management of STC to focus on maximizing profit to keep the company in business.
This is a new lifeline for state transport. I have the belief and faith that this company will survive. And as long as I remain president, I'll make sure that this company survives.
Chief Executive Officer of STC, Samuel Nyamadonko, affirmed additional tailor.
Okay, Minianum. Once a President Mahama Khan emphatically said, as long as Onono remain as president, no be make sure say state transport no as survive. Okay, Mahama be president no na STC gu na wo hu STC. Before say Mahama be president na wo hu STC say enenam Ghana ho. Afi no omo warehouses ni nyina na gu. Me say me call ofori krom we STC yard ho me call na ya de ama Lebanese ni bia odi akofifa for instance stainless steel suspensions e dia ba ho or assemble the handles ne ade. I saw it with my own eyes. Me di mani see ni hu ye ofori krom STC yard. Mahama free so no na afi STC timi lodu nipa fi Accra ko Burkina. STC timi lodu nipa fi Ghana eko Ivory Coast. Afi bedroom maybe no open STC kura etwa because of the Marco Polo buses not the buy no. Afi no obeto pressure e de ma VIP no ne nkofo no because that VIP no o ma kwose saka aside manfo akọ adwuma wo Korea sa VIP buses na egu ho no kakra bi na yemu no kakra bi na yemu no because wo Korea eno na twen ye de kọ adwuma e ma kra na etwi. I'm not saying say a man deserve a man na etwi company bus so we adwuma wo in Hayson Hider na wakotenem we leather company we aluminium companies, smelting companies, and no more sa workers. Sa VIP buses no, and yet public transport e wo Korea o. Sa buses no, and yet public transport. Public transport no, ni shape quite totally different. Sa VIP bus, grand bed ni ade no, sa manfo into companies, workers, and a di omo kwa adwuma. Into mutria be 4-5 years na ka anyemre and I'm say kwanye papa na ateche bia no ndi no e besi Ghana also ye yi fresh Mahama di makupolo we be gu no and the top pressure e de ba system ni mo en kwasiafo ye se papa we di oye nyinara enye ye fe odi we ba no odi ayalolo nsusu ye dey e ba odi we ba na ayalolo ba odi we ba na ayalolo ba ene ayalolo ba asisi na park yesisi ho ene ayalolo ba asisi ene yesori ani abetena ho ena nana komia oba ye no the way we see build the STC onim kwan a STC ne fa so na e build onim kwan fa so na e build ya de modi tumi man kwasiafo no de modi tumi ne be ye modi tumi man kwasiafo no he.
The question on the National Cathedral is a very important one. The National Cathedral, I have contributed to its construction personally. I believe it's a very important thing for Ghana. But I think that as it stands now, the church has to come together and government and let us sit down and talk about the way forward for the National Cathedral. The church should come together and let us know the best way forward, how we can even get private resources to help us to complete the cathedral. But I think it is possible. We should not say it is not possible. Let us all sit back together and figure out the way forward on how to complete this cathedral. I think if we all come together, we'll figure it out. I really believe so. So I want us to come together and sit down and see the best way forward to generate the resources to complete. It's a very important one. The National Cathedral, I have contributed to its construction personally. I believe it's a very important.
As citizens of a secular state, which is facing all the problems that we all know we are facing, I don't think that we're expecting our leader, our president, to be spending his time on consultations to build a cathedral. especially given our experiences with the attempt to build the cathedral over the last 8 years. I don't think that that is the way to go. And I'm serious about it, Look at the state of the nation today. So if you look at the state of the nation today and you hear our leaders talking about cathedral and so on, what do you think? Is that what our leaders should be talking about today?
He's saying that he should have answered the question that was, posed to him. He should have answered. He definitely has to answer.
Yeah, but it depends on what answer you
give.
Clearly, he's saying that he's committed to building the cathedral.
It's possible. It is possible.
Not just that it is possible, but he has a commitment to building the cathedral. Now he has made personal donations and is going to consult to find how best to build it. That's what he's saying. Is that what we expect?
With the church and with the support of the private sector.
But for those who did the personal donations,
with the support of anything,
shouldn't they be interested?
And obi can Jimmy say sana adiasa. What to ho? What mama yare dialysis machine a biniko a confanocha de san yare. Sa 58 million e dia kutu amna no. E betimi solve dialysis problems na wo Ghana on machines no. E betimi atoni nyina e betimi ato be 5 or 10 e dia makolebu. Na ato another 10 dia makonfanoche. Not the rest of the, it might be a 4 crown and one. $58 million, a bit me at $1 million or US dollars, American choppable dollars. Yet they are called two amena, what to ho? What diminity, unim yanko ponsi Yesu Christo. Bronino or dinam Yesu ni bre or no. Bronino. Or say, ooh, beko heaven, no, ni busao, ni krumu, ye di nipa kugu hospitals, and na ye di nipa kugu cathedral, Jimmy for, o tia brutri, eko hospitals, papa, o fafon wafre u GP, o fafon wafre, abuku appointment. Ghana wa muzo mi buku appointment with the friends and the doctor or honum da. Now, why now only buku appointment, no? Doctor Bay now only buku appointment, no? Doctor no cry in Trianekaye. What was you could see cathedral? Yes, see, after a government hospital, basic 8 years, you don't hear anything about it. Mrs. How to more tomb for the main can ask you because or ye munyame or teho nevina non yesi hospital si honum on can wasem. Omun can wasem 8 years, I didn't see honum sa inti ye Jimmy Crano, unim said dying crano, independent a say them. Ye Jimmy Crampo, and so sanko for women yinano, or betna crum ha. Oka, yes, yen taxes ma homo. Oka, we becase on hin and yen tax mano, yen tax more you knew, but a same see or mine more. Ye tax ma wo, yen tax ma wo be count. Oh, my ring, ni yen Jimmy no, yet to crum, among quasia fool ya betna ye console, or hin to ninkasa. One phone to me, Cassa, and no moon unite ho. In shoe say, ye co demonstration. We say, yanko, we see a becko, not professors in United near Jimmy for, or Mugu Legon, or Mugu Tech, or Mugu UDS, or Mugu Winnipa, and then Quasia for, because Bosume Swan, or your professor Legon is a catch in $2,000, in £2,000. The Akabia chrono no motivo, ebo, or Moji Diablo Funisika, any a throw one report, any a year, Master Nina Sika Jim deep. All those research articles or mucho Jim Husika, a Bronino, or Bonnie Brevio, in Tisani see office in the crew no, send ye this school yen, Sana yo Ghana, or Jusika no or propose any stupid article beyond the amount. Now, I budget $5,000. Because professors don't go go on your back, who claim where you try and cabosumi $1,000. Why? Why not take na ya trouble ni pay a friend say pay slip so or $1,000 a month. Professor Bay mon fan ne imra. Professor Jampo bet na we so no. Professor Bay. Inti sa na wo say ba. Na o man nipa e wo mu atimi agimi say ye nya o mo da bi o. What te ho uni dialysis machine obi eye president no otimi koya kofa machine a ye de ye akoma ho adwuma asa akoma no ho a eye ho adwuma no enkotwa baabia ne mogya apae o enkotwa baabia ne mogya apae machine e rural system no aye eno ne nyoma na Mahama na odwen ho de ma oman no betna ho na ena zip line ayi bottom line wasiafo wo di aduro efa wiem wo di no snake hwan anti snake deben bite e fa wiem na wo ko drop a na asayare let me tell you the first step opese wo di sanipa yare the ambience ye ka say ambience a babia nipa ne kotna ma yasa ne yare no. And then the first and foremost thing na broni busa onua no a odi care eko ha odi nursing etupan no busa se oba krom ha no se ne supervisor eba na patient edampa so na ohu se efin aye ne be spread no eso a ana be sheet ne so a busa se ekwan be so ede be ne ede ye no adwuma mu busase edie no adwuma because the first healing process no the environment within which you find yourself. Say environment no that nauseating that nauseating shabofuno ni adia itimi the escalate o situation no kra ye tokoko wo gata ho ye kodidie huo wo gata ho ntini ye efia ye frɛ ni fin enye ye time ahoro ebin monchimonka enye ye time because ya tena ho adidi nti efi no enka fi efimu ne wo ye efi mu an ye bese wu akọ kwasiafo ti munya president a ya bie ne ye bibia ye fi nti ni pafi ne yesesa wo mo di yeso because one efi hu no koto okoko anopa awia efi hu no koto ogobe enwumre efi hu no nipa ne de table ni besi ode kenke ni besi ho busame akra ho na wote no aduane bia ede a wo si wo koto a chese oye nya ni zine sigata ho aduane bia sigata ho me boa de katse me kumasi kumasi yesi kokobi ede ewo wayek KTI dan ho KTI dan ho gata ho na koko ni si me boa ka chem se me boa ma me ne kwankwan no ede pa ebo awia tu na aba bonde isigata ho efi ho central market senye Mahama ene eji ni pa free mu a na atechemu na obekọ na body egumo atechemu obekọ na afina ka aba yeyi banche yeyi nyadoa yeyi ntromba tomatoes ni ade efi kabibom ena na yete kegetia before say ebedu de omo friend Dubai empo no na nye fimu fimu ena jeje try no yi ye fi the first efi kegetia the second kegetia na Mahama be lifted no kra ene uko kegetia nsuo to na obi edwane e de ko Mahama nti uko na obi ka cho se akatamanso a chinya no eye as friends say a symbol for protection one a symbol for protection no a symbol for what royalty chese we your this year we are royal nti na di chinya si so no in this NDC for no use chinya they are telling you anyone running to get protection under the umbrella no or person tell say my umbrella na see just because for protection or because they see you as royals omuhu say we are this year nti bra na emfa chinye nsi so we are this year nti ye be yi wafi atechemu ye ma wo nton nyoma e wo atechemu eno ni chinye no na nim de eagle na wo si chinye no so nti a eno nti eagle no chese ne adwen kwati omuhu ade a NPP ebehu and NDC bi hu no NPP ejina ho so no mu hu ye Mahama no otiwiem o osi no otiwiem e no use the eagle eyes no hu say adena line tin wo port wonum sa oso obeye vice president no hu ye obeye president na no gina so say there be e was ye sesa no ogina wiem no hu ye ehefo na eagle aya wo sha odi hu ni pray ko teche wo mowe enye soro ugya ne ho free so enso obeba no abefa no afasa boom no de ko but nipa da senisi bra ne be hye osono ase osono a wo ko hye na ase no o pagya ne nan kura na ne refi ne ho se enipa gina wo no o tia na se no into distraction adibia NDC for any Mahama beye bia Kufu Dubai wa destroy ni nyinara not a single one free SHSE Mahama shall progressively hwe kwasia system a wabeya odi abese ya de no say I tell you obi obeba kura so obe review ni bia no be bread because adwuma no be den was wa mana ye bibi basabi distraction. What are you guys talking about? Mami hwe sadi we kura ne ha de. I think near that video in a mission. Where is it? Oh, Radi Yesu. Hadi, I think it's a video.
Meanwhile, President John Mahama has inspected the first phase of 5,000 housing units at Dodowa in the Greater Accra region.
Government has also begun the construction of a 2,000-acre industrial free zone enclave, which would have textile and electronics industry as part of the project to make Seglemi an economically viable city.
The president was in Seglemi, Dodowa, as part of his Accounting to the People tour of the Greater Accra region. 5,000 Seglemi housing unit has been one of the key projects by government in their quest to cut down the housing deficit of the country. Ghana's housing deficit is in the excess of 1.7 million. This government is seeking to reduce. Currently, the first phase of the project is completed with over 700 housing units ready. President Mahama, after inspecting the project, announced the construction of additional 2,000-acre industrial enclave to make Seglemi economically viable.
I've just inspected one of the units, a beautiful two-bedroom unit. And it is nice for a small couple who have just started life. I've had discussions with the contractors, and what they're trying to do is to bring the price as low as possible and make it affordable so that as many people as possible can afford. Just down the street, we are starting a new industrial free zones enclave, and we're hoping that textile companies, electronic companies, heavy industrial companies will all locate there so that they create jobs for the people in this area.
Earlier, the president was at Ada to
let's assume say the Mahama canocran and yenocre. Let's assume say the Baumia canocran and yenocre. There are actions and inactions it make sense. O see Seglemi and no who say nipa babet now. So osawo additional plan say nipa babet na Seglemi honum dia. Let's try and prepare some kind of place for industries so that enipa na omu move efi Accra na Ntinchia ba betena ho no omu benya nnwuma yede aye wo ho school be koso wo ho hospital be koso market be koso and other like artisanal works, plumbing works bini, other welding works bini, because a dina wo kwa kwotene no ade ebeti no wo to dan mu bie wo to dan mu no osafo betimi akoyera epuno no betimi abu hinges no bi betimi ahwan until you call for what? For repair works na nipa na ono nso kosua carpentry ɔno nso kosua door handling ɔno nso kosua plumbing ɔkɔtua electrician ɔkɔtua we no na ɔmo nso aba bɛfill saa gap no nyɛ saa na build the economy but hwɛ nipa kwan nipa de mo bɛfa so kuro no hwɛ.
And a whole vice president telling him COVID-19 aba yaka say social distancing irresponsible behavior na mo exhibit o ka kire nkrofo ne say sika ni ho and so look at the extravagant life the exorbitant life you are living. Look at opulence display of cash o birthday party
your mind Sika
who pay aso
who Sika be party with
ba o mi ade amaka kire mo what is achembi on one people na people ampanyam papa say ba o mi abedi o mani ma anka why would they expose ba o mi ade way they expose them baba o mi anu so what say ayi say bishop ponkwa badam o ti si ni ekrem no re ho kwaji kem no re ana na do na kwakufa do mo expose no. In any case, I got another crowd there. On some co-election view. This year, I got Munse Biba Umiana more exposed to Kufado. But because of a Kufado's image, and they know about Umiana 77 previous, what Jimmy. No, Kufado more exposed. In any case, I got another crowd there. On some co-election. Why would they expose Baumia the way they exposed him? Baba Umianus white say, I said Bishop Ponkwa Badam. Oh, what is in your club? Not in what you came. I don't know Kufado more exposed. In any case, I got another crowd there. On some co-election view. This year, I got Munse Biba Umiana more exposed to Kufado. But because of a Kufado's image, and they know about Umiana 77 previous, what Jimmy.
Last weekend, me will come and say, Vice President Abakumasi. I'm saying, no Vice President Obey, almost about birthday party. And I'm saying, what? Vice President of Free about birthday party. Now they are doing a Juma.
Birthday party. Look at the exact.
When almost say, we you were a whole government structure. A Kufado to me, Jow mine at the hour Bakumas obey. Your whole government machinery, government structure, needs you Vice President, a Kufado 2 point. Vice President no here Okukumasi at the hour obi di e-levy party or bejo tax no or send the tax no bejo sika no akoye cake chinchirinchi wan floor mo ametwe bia ni o omutwa ye de kai no de akose fridge me no ka say omuda so twa e-levy cake no edi yes omoye ne sroche me no kai opa de o se me kan me boa ko chemensa fridge mu sisia e-levy cake shem o twadi ogusu etwadi wasiafo na me metra me power cho se me kwa me kodia me tia me suru wa na ze wo ye wan maboda mo fi se mo akufu ado no ne mo nkwasi akromfo politician almost enim nyansa sen hwan wo kro ni mo wa jiminti e na me midina wa obesan me ho akwa ko chusu akufu ado ene ba wo ya wa jiminti e na mahama gina wa obekwa ko sign ho no akwa chusu akufu ado ene ba wo ya na se won nyansa na won se nipa ya ade e ma wo ho mfaso a anka be yi mahama ahead of a friend said akufado ne nkofo mompe no kre mo dan mo nyina nkwase afo na mogu kro ni mo mompe no kre mo nyina mo dan nkwase afo na mogu kro ni mo ade bi wa haze na mwe
Omampeni John Dramani Mahama abomodin akwade fidie nwanwaso bi edi ama National Cardiothoracic Center ebeboa dasama ewo man Ghana mu na se fidie nwanwaso edin cardiac catheterization laboratory ayetwa ne tiafra no cath lab asa fidie ebeboa ewurewura nipa ntini mu akohwe yadeko a etimi tia koma no matimi etuase akɔha obi ani akiri na ne titiru sakoma yade achi obi a yemfa se kampai nipa no ansa ne hu yade ko a ehya koma ni mu ne etuase ekyerese se fidie ebeboa pa Omampeni John Dramani Mahama gusu kyere nsemu no wo kyere se emfa ho se enche bi obi fra ban mu no obekoso akasa ama National Cardiothoracic Center betimenya wonankasa modern facilities a ebeboa ama adwuma na timetumpon.
Thank you very much for the work you're doing here. The Cardio Center has some of the most professionally trained health personnel, and we all admire the numerous lives that you continue to save. It all started when I got a text from lawyer Chris Akumi, and I want to give him credit too for that. And he said it was such a shame that our cardio center did not have a cath lab. Of course, he's a lawyer, so he couldn't explain exactly to me what a cath lab was. And so I called my friend Dr. Sribo and said, "What's a cath lab?" And so I've been his houseman for some time. He's been training me. And so he described what a cath lab was, what it did, and all that. And so I understood exactly what he was talking about and realized that it will not only save lives in Ghana, but it will also make Ghana a center for medical care in the sub-region. It took a bit of time, but we're all happy that eventually we were able to receive it. I want to thank the medical engineers who fixed it. I think that with the acquisition of this machine, it's going to save the lives of many Ghanaians. So let me congratulate you on the installation of this machine, and to say that I'll continue to be an advocate.
Machine we nyina by as a result of said text message keke. Ene buy adeya. Doctor no fee say ye machine we be your system nanya and shim cry say kolebi wo na sa machine we say nyina bi nyede. In your text message keke. Eno nya yo eno kobusa doctor yi ho asem. Eno say I say ni na okodi Mahama so do ten say onimo ade na on found so a president no asan conform say chireme na menti ase. And this is the reason in tia say Mahama jana or chiro nyoma bia o ye ya utimi break it down because oje expert knowledge, first-hand experience from the direct sources no hono nyane bibia free into obano or kasa with boldness, with confidence, and with some sort of authority. When na ya tun kwasi abetia no ya to abetia ni nyina no na ogusua air commission ade no we senko we ni refi no kakra no an commission a na nka nkwasiafo aba be commission na ma be kire say ela kufu ado na yeye Mahama me say next time on uba uye bibia on se kraba na obeto amagana fa odin bo ho masa adansi nti ne so ye papa no age receipt no adansi nti no oye papa gi receipt obi ba o animu bebe gi usika ochimo kon gi usika o gi sika ne de to cake di wie ya na sila ho chiru na so won fa sika ma o se to abama no na wo to abama no a ena obeyi 11 afiri ho wo to abane ma no a 11 obeyi afiri ho wo ti ho meme power chow number ni 0240258269 opeso che wa adwen ama me ma free time na che wa adwen me ye na se nipa 1 or 2 bi baso a eno ano no mapon no makope ball bi kura hwa adwen me ho minia opeso che wa adwen a number ni 0240258269 into wait me afresh no what one am also so nkwasiafo so no ma be headache 20 years so nkwasiafo so na nkwasiafo ba be headache am say enche ba be ye boss man asare ho adwuma hello 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 Mini amawanonko kasa.
I think the first of Banyasafu, you can be in Canasa. And I drew by Joshua Trema. Baby, a no medruno. A G or Quasia, and then the San Adrian. The Italian young Quasia Funi, Yansafudi. The rest I had in Yatwa Papa, I didn't put two ever play. Now Yalamia hospital in Yanupano. And your hospital papa could them. Nanya de Biani Baka War hospital, so Baka hospital now could now Nazusa. This is adding 2 big trap. Meaning some army by a family to hospital, I can remember Babaye. I'm a Nipani Biaji, I call no as your one guy with you. But as Yamisha,
I can't so Midasi. Nana, why in simple, dear Maya? When simple, dear Maya. And then I feel them, of course, no, a bar now by the MS school. Necessary. I think, say, sometimes I do it, a course of course, neighbor, but I miss call. I think, say, they call and try now and then a call no honum and so my men I'm here. Sometimes it does happen like that. Course neighbor, but a bar now be miss call. I don't know why.
National Medical Outreach Services has been launched to provide rural communities, especially areas which are difficult to access, with healthcare services. Health Minister Alex Segbefia says this will help the country meet its Millennium Development Goal targets on health as government provide quality healthcare delivery.
In a bid to meet its Millennium Development Goal targets on health, skilled healthcare delivery coverage in Ghana has increased from 31% in rural areas and 80% in urban areas to 59% and 91% respectively between 2003 and 2014. One of the strategies the Ministry of Health has adopted in meeting the MDGs is to send healthcare to the doorstep of Ghanaians, especially those in the hard-to-reach communities. In achieving this goal, the Ministry of Health has procured mobile clinic vans with state-of-the-art medical equipment to cater for several illnesses. The vehicles are made up of general medicine, ophthalmology, dental and ear, nose and throat ENT units. President Mahama, who commissioned 8 vans as part of phase 1 of the project in the Western region, mentioned that 43 districts have been earmarked to benefit from the program.
Yeah, hello.
He reaffirmed the government's commitment to the door.
Hello? Yes, me and one uncle.
Good evening.
One uncle, a tongue, Kasa. Kasa, yeah, tongue, Kasa. Minya menti o yes now delay. Hello.
Hello, Sina Ngutu.
Etu nkakasa.
We the wow this show with Munyan phone. Mo e beka saw. Carry pen na meka say. Sina Ngutu. Obadia ji say Maumia Obaha Endra no. This is almost what sharp about so was until ade papa we go say obedu atwema no. At one point, my son said, I fell into hospital is 8 years. I'm from Musankai. They be a community school 4 years. Or what you must keep posting a Kevona get in the battle. And so at Dahua, a person and carry up the smoke. Was asked and a chest a black, my point, my son say, I fell this one is a moon and the Babena big after
A boa quahine, me ankasana me of Fanano. A boa quahine.
What was it?
Me say a boa qua crunum, my a boa quahine na ankasa. Ah, say boa quahine no. Miana me of Fanano. Omuntimi musaba o mia question. Say, I didn't admit you.
Obetimio. We will put a toss and carry after a walk on. Hospital school 8 years. When you say go to hospital, you can see where we are. Half of the DP, and you make my home. I think a hospital be Anka.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello, sir. Wait me answer free you. Hello. Kasa.
Good evening. Kinkaka Nemaso Motafa.
Kasa.
Say Ayana Mahama Baye and Kenya University of Medical Center. Akakufu Adoba and ministers no one of a crankinu from who we. It's me in an among Kayo or more hungry. Now, maybe be behind me as a million mass antiphone and I am used to mom because I love them. Share MPP buy a pa, you say, I say, the monumental project upon my Kumasi. As Eddie and the MPP no retire from more MPP and put to Bakuba single one post crown. Who be MPP for Adam Cotra sister station or Mubisa regional chairman. Onka at the MPP are not to papa so. Omubi someone national vice chairman na idea MPP are not to papa so. Se Ghana mabunu ombeti menumbre. Na se ye peduma ye pa na so bia bedidia. Obia oye the solution and the hope of Ghana is John Dramani Mahama.
That's it.
Nkone Bimra.
Hello.
Good.
Oh, no call. It's on Kakasa.
Only as I knew, I would go to education now with the man at the Koto. You are soon picky or mine. Now, send your mom for city on the Kevin Taylor and a friend allow silence media and woman. A yaji and some Ghana. Now, a genius is in a young Gopana Musua, name of Pano Bao Mosaida, more to go mine Musano. Massa, you will never move. I am waiting on a cranny point to some of the video. Na yada yamya se sami jamfi ugusu ono su yibi na yami shiramu ene ne mapa motumu de agu akoma ma na ote ne ma ase afiri abonifo wensem na na do na ngasa se pressure kunu chemu ewo ayi flat house ne ma ekoso na akoma no ngasa ya wese ne ma nkoye ma no ohun ne na no ko kan wo voter region ono hu se ne ma nkoye ma no but ni grofo na dire ngambo na why na just over Russian for any day embassy and embassy china one tana ho no de iwia mahama abachire o mokwan effort to buman nyame ka ho goto obi amita.
Hello,
senior go to.
Yes, Casamini.
Said an American who got after review hospital not definitely to one of this one. And who also be a friend say pharmacy wo we people show how to be you can say I'm for cut on pound put it in the Canadian beer. You must have say a cost war, sir, and when I said the bantima, this one. It's everyone say, I command say, I have for one, maybe be no more that, and buy an good make. Hospital can carry this number one up the smart example.
That's a That's it. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Kasa mini etonka kasa.
Yeah, go to. Yeah, wajuma. Ane dia oye. Na ai say ye hwe. Yeah, ye hwe enuma mama be ni ye hwe die nkofori. Hello.
Kasa, menti o hu o TV ni so. Men hwe say obeto nka ewo TV ni so ansa no kasa.
Ye hwe noma mama be ye. Na o hwe die nkofori ba ye obi o musa kobo ha. No ma se no, no musa be ha, no ma se na. Na se mama ye adwuma broso ko ba bia me water no. Hospital wo hono no. Wutimi se hospital no wo ye ni ye eye no ma te se we ba ye hu hwe. Eso mu da so di o mu di se o mu betima ye ene se me jamfi ba ha no. Wutimi se yes you to know kra no bia ye na afa mu die. Na penifo no so first o mo ma ye o ma ni se o mu di by force be ye no. And ye dembra se ne be ye be boot for boot. So no ye na adwese na ni ye dia. And penifo so ma enoma bibia to na agwan. Se ne be ye wiamu bia ntimi nya de emma. Was I really dear that obia ye ready what na afa mu die boa mususu ma wo no wan so mususu mo boa education ko ano boa ye emma ye hu say yes aman ye onipa o ba bi o mo ye de o mo tre ade ana say ye Europe ye ho no mo sa kai god na me na me hwe background no kra na de wo ma odi mu se ebi ni hanu ba bia na before kwa na ne omoko hospital ho me da ase na mu ya size okay
you said that pa me ya entimi fa course ni bi e de besi ha sei na yakoye bibi foforo yenti no ano an ye ka no but awie no maka kire say ye ka wontie lawyer pebu aka kire wote ona aso ye floating voter ma wadwenye adwuma NPP ni NDC na to aba omunya the bigger percentages no enti no ye pe obi ama na rescue your mind no a de ne nyoma aka akra ma na bo ano no one wo se de kakra no kososo enye sa afi ne ye beji kese ne de no de akoma kuma no na kuma no onimi ya nko wododo ogu ho wote ase inti 1992 na ye said democracy na sa nkofo no omso omnim nyansa no na omo papa no mte ase omo papa no mantimi am build political party bia omo ma me high adwen because omo papa no na omo so ombetimi aye adwuma no e na omo build the NPP ni NDC de maaye no in this office NPP ni NDC no akromfo abamu a wo na wo nye kromfo no pe kwan na ko join any of the parties no asemo ameka chewa no office NPP ni NDC no akromfo abamu a wo no ama ho kwan ma akromfo abam because wo nim nyansa too much wo so ye sofo into nya politics wo ye ohene to nya politics wo ye we into nya politics ena de oso obey politics no wama na koshim no odi nkwasiasem indi se NPP asay na NDC asay na so man Ghana asay a eye wo no ama o man asay because na wo papa nim nyansa dodo inti ye hyemra no wa nkwa ama ya nko hyemra because na da ko farms at party ade na ebesi na ye ni mo de bia ye beto aba na new party aba mo na mo beje ye asemo minia anti mahama fa mo wie ni enko yanim na de adwuma na aba ye so obey nti ko so na ye
to-door healthcare delivery in the country.
Now, this medical outreach is going to cover 43 districts in our country. And let me emphasize that this is phase 1 of the outreach. We're commissioning 8 vans today for that outreach. And we are expecting more mobile vans. And as more mobile vans come, we will expand the scope of the medical outreach. But for now, we're starting with 43 districts across the country. And Western region has one of the largest shares. You have 6 districts selected in this country. 43 districts out of the country. These medical outreach vans will go to these districts and provide health care to them.
The Health Minister, Alex Segbefia, said the vans are being commissioned to close the iniquities in healthcare delivery between regions in the country. He said innovative means are being employed to provide quality healthcare to the underserved